Okay, so we're going to talk tonight a little bit about posting and trying to do a couple of things different. And I know it's kind of funny. I know, especially some of y'all who have been here for a while, you'll relate completely to being able to go back to when we first started, especially like Kelly Brock is on. I know you had your face hid, so you may. Hey, but I know for sure you will relate to it, and Christy will, because we were all here right in that same time. But we're going to talk about a couple of things for getting the most out of your post. And I'm going to go ahead and mute everybody's lines out, so if you want to talk, then you will you'll just need to unmute yourself. That way we won't have a lot of background noises for the recording. But one of the things, like the very worst thing that you could ever do for your Facebook posting is using really cheesy graphics and stuff. And please believe I have done it. So I'm not here to try to get on to anybody or anything like that. But I've heard this a lot recently, and almost every training that we do, it's very catered to this piece of the posting. So you really want to make sure that you're getting good quality posts, okay? And doing posts that have one-liners like "ask me about Plexus" or "just join my team," stuff like that is very salesy. So we want to kind of steer away from that. If you're only gonna, like I said, you want quality over quantity. So if you're posting 3 times a day just to say that you got your 3 posts a day in, then that's not really going to get you anywhere. So what you want to do is be engaging with your audience and capturing their attention instead of having people bypass you when they see your post. So your actual quality of your post, like if you have a poor quality post, it could actually hurt your business more than helping you just to put the post out there to start with. So you want to do like whatever your normal kind of posting was or has been, you know, that's not Plexus related, and incorporate Plexus to it. Like Jamie, I don't think she's on, but she did a really good one yesterday where she went through her whole day and was like, I got up, I did this and this, and like she outlined like her whole entire day and like the million things that she did yesterday on it, and she said, thank goodness that I have my Plexus energy for that, you know. So she was really just kind of telling about her day versus looking real real salesy. And things like saying that you're thankful for your energy, but like why? Like explaining to people why you're thankful for your energy. Like I was able to keep up with my whole day today with everything I had going on, like what she did yesterday, or like I can keep up with my 5 kids. And sometimes it does take 2 pink drinks in a day to accomplish that. Another suggestion that I heard was really making your post, especially like when you know you have somebody that you want to talk to about Plexus, that you haven't gone there with them yet, or you know, like you know that there's a specific issue or an ailment that somebody has that you really want to reach out to them, but you're just kind of hoping that they see your post, to like write your post like you're talking to them and reread it before you post it to make sure that it sounds like you, because there's nothing worse than seeing somebody have copied a post down and it sounds nothing like them. Like, you know, my sister and I speak very differently, you know. So some things that I would say on my post, she's not gonna say on hers, because it doesn't sound like Marsha at all, you know. So make sure that your post sounds like you. And if you've seen a post that you love that you're gonna grab and repost, tweak that post so that it does sound like you. So it's not you know, like we don't like the post about teachers. Okay, well if you grab somebody's post to copy about that for that event that's going on tonight, if you pulled that to copy for somebody and you talked about, you know, because you were a teacher and you weren't a teacher, That's not a good that's not a good pace for you to be putting out there. We have done like a lot of this, especially whenever we first started. I know everything that I did, I always put my website in the comments. I want you guys to kind of steer away from that because when you've made a real genuine post and you've made and I'll use Colin as an example. There's nothing worse to me than seeing that somebody has used his testimony and put his picture out there, and it's a very emotional thing, especially for me because that's my kid. But you know, if you're gonna hit a mom or a dad who has a child with ADHD and you're pulling in that emotion from them because they're relating to that post, and then you throw your website up in there, you just took away the whole value of the emotional connection of the post. So like your people who are going to reach out to you are going to reach out to you. And truthfully, the worst thing that can happen is for somebody to see your website and go on it and order the wrong kind of products for them. And then they're not happy with Plexus, and then we're not where we wanted to be to start with. So I quit doing that quite a while back. So I know for a lot of us, a lot of these things are going to be kind of tweaking what we're doing right now. So I want us to try to kind of do this and see where you see changes being made. I know on one of the videos that I have watched about this before, I can't remember if it was Tara or Rachel, but they said, you know, try this and see where your activity goes. And see if it doesn't change your engagement with your audience a little bit. So we want to really just be sincere with it. Like not even in the comments listing your website. And like I said, write your post. Like if you're going to do your own post, write it, reread it before you post it, because inevitably, especially the way that our phones are and autocorrect and all that good stuff, if you're posting up, it might say something really crazy and you don't catch it. So reread it before you post it. And I'm the worst. Like you can see mine. Sometimes I'll hit it and then I'll catch it, and you'll see like I've had like 5 edits on mine, but guilty as charged. If you catch it, that's a good thing though. Anytime that you're going to share a testimony, first of all, don't ever hit the share button. Because like if, say, Vicky posts something today and I just love it and it's about her and I go to share it, and then Amanda sees that, you know, that's her mom, she's going to share it too, and then my sister sees it and she's going to share it, Candace is going to share it. Nobody's ever going to see those posts. All they're going to see is that 5 people have shared Vicky's post. So really, like, I'm not going to get anything out of that. Amanda's not, Candace isn't, Marsha's not. The only person that's going to really draw attention to is the original poster, because it's going to say everybody shared her post. Does that make sense? So if you see somebody's post that you want to use, and I know that we've said this a lot, but we have a ton of new ambassadors on our team, make sure that you copy it and paste it. You can save the graphic. There's a nice little feature on the phone where you can save the post and go back to that later. Another suggestion that I would make is that that's a real good time if you love that post, and I know a lot of us have done this. If you love it and you know you want to post it later, go right on into your little Buffer app and slap it in there and schedule what time you want it to post, so that 15 people on the team don't have the exact same post running on the same day. Now, obviously, like for something that's for a call that we're all inviting people to or something like that, everybody's going to post that on the same day because it's a time event. But otherwise, you know, like try to just be conscious of stuff like that. You do want to post more than once a day. I've always try to say post twice a day, and then make sure that you're balancing that out with personal posts. If you are really working this business and you are really trying to get somewhere with this business, you probably want to post a lot. I know like sometimes you'll see, I I don't know, I'll use me and Kelly as an example of this. Some days you might see me post 3 times. Some days you might see one of us post 5 times. It just kind of all depends on the day and what's going on and how we can incorporate things into it, as far as like our daily life and what flexes, what's bringing into that, you know. So you do want to balance it out because you don't want to lose your audience. You know, whoever is your Facebook friends, they were there because they are either friends with you or you had some kind of contact with them that is a reason why you're friends with them on Facebook. So you don't want to lose the fact that they're there to engage with you, whether it was a church scenario or if it's somebody that you knew from high school, somebody that your kids go to school with. You know, like you don't want to lose the connection that you have with those people because all they ever see is this salesy Plexus stuff. And I'll be changing my profile picture due to this too, because you know, whenever we do a promotion, most of us always do our profile picture as whatever our promotion graphic was. And I didn't do that until after like Mother's Day or whatever. But I really felt like today, after I listened to some of this stuff, like that I even needed to change that so that it didn't seem like, oh, there's the crazy Plexus lady, right on my profile picture. Another thing, when you're doing your posts, like if you're on Facebook and all you see is Plexus posts, excuse me, y'all. If all you're seeing is Plexus posts because you got so many people that you're engaged with, then the only people that are seeing your posts are all those Plexus people. So take time to go through your friends list, whether it's like that you section it out and say go through A through D or whatever it is. Take in sections your friends list and go through it, go on to their Facebook pages, you know, and I'm going to recommend that when you're doing this, if it's somebody that you know does Plexus, that's not the person that you're targeting, okay? But for your non-Plexus friends, to go through there, go on their Facebook page, look and see what they've been posting because you're missing it. And like it, comment on it, engage with them, and that's going to help bump you back into their newsfeed as well. So when you're doing your post, one good way to make sure that that you're not looking real salesy, but that you're incorporating you and your personal is to do pictures of yourself with your products. Videos is a really huge thing, you know, because people have to actually watch a video. So I know a lot of us have a comfort level with that. I know like Candace and I both have an issue about the whole video thing. So I'm not big in posting videos on my page. No, but when I do that, like for instance, if y'all saw when the night that my cousin got, she announced to us that she was no longer diabetic. I did a post that night and it was pretty emotional, and I had like 700 people viewed that video or something like that. I mean, you can see what's actually going on when you posted a video. Like you can't see how many people have seen a post, you know, like you know how many people have liked it or whatever, but you can actually see how many people have watched the video. So sometimes just doing a little clip about, hey, you know, let me tell you why I'm so passionate about this. That will help a lot. I wanted to share something with y'all, and this is all contingent upon my ability to work this laptop. So y'all hang tight with me. Okay, can y'all see that okay? So this was one of the things, and I want to just kind of show y'all some examples. So the graphic on the left is about a 7-day challenge, and the graphic on the right is about a 7-day challenge. The one on the right like shows the Sticks to Slim, and it's not real salesy. It's kind of telling you some stuff about it. The one on the left like really screams, I'm selling you something, like buy, shop, sell. This one here about Boost. You know, look, it's Boost, order yours, versus being genuine and saying like, Flex, this is my gasoline. Okay, but you're not just going to post that graphic. You would actually say something about yourself, like, it really was my gasoline to get through this day today because da 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 da. You know, whatever's happened, but relate it to you personally, so that it's not just like a one line. Here, I'm going to post this graphic, and I really just want to tell you something. Another one, you know, like these quotes and stuff are really great, but if people are deterred from your post because they're salesy, or because it's like they don't want to read something that's trying to sell them something, the one on the left, like, be patient, the best things happen unexpectedly. That's a great quote, but it's got that slim right up in the middle of it. So you can send that same message without sending it on a slim graphic. Does that make sense? And then I'll give y'all one more example. And listen, I know because I've posted some of the same junk, so I'm like I said, I'm not getting on to anybody, but I just wanted to share this with y'all. Okay, so this one on the left talking about let me help you put the zippity back into your do-da-day, versus the one on the right, 5 reasons to begin your journey with Flexus. Like, you could do that graphic and you can list, you know, let me share with you five reasons why Flexus has helped me, and actually list things that are pertinent to you and share those things. And then I just wanted to kind of show y'all the side by side. Can y'all see the difference in what all these trainers that we're listening to consider cheesy, tacky, salesy graphics versus something that actually might connect with your Facebook audience? Can y'all tell the difference in that? Let me stop that share so I can see y'all. I mean, do y'all see what I'm saying? So just try to relate the things back to you. I mean, that's the best way that I could put it. So we're going to use graphics and stuff, but we don't want to use all these like Scream and Plexus kind of graphics. And I think that has had a lot to do with, you know, when people first start, especially, you know, or if you're just saying like, hey, I'm not really getting any likes on my post, like nobody's really engaging with me or whatever, go back and look and see what kind of posts have you been doing. And a lot of times that's what it is. One of the 3 tips that I took from this was promoting yourself first and foremost, you know, engaging with your audience based on you and who you are and what you are about. And then promoting Flexus as a product that you stand behind. You know, obviously we all believe in these products, or we wouldn't be posting about them to start with. So, like for me, I stand behind them for a lot of different reasons, but how I'm going to approach that with my son, you know, I can share something about him and I can speak very directly about that and probably reach a lot of people. But whenever I throw up that graphic that ADHD and a prescription bottle, I might not reach as many people as I would just speaking from my heart, you know? Secondly, promote health and wellness. And Rachel Rogers spoke to this very, very well of, you know, make sure, like, we're promoting a health product. So if you're promoting Flexus and how it helps help you stop having sugar cravings and all this stuff, and then you're sharing 5 million dessert recipes on Facebook, or you have you know the ones, right? Or you wouldn't be. I see you laughing. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Or like showing you with the big ice cream, or, you know, whatever. It doesn't mean that we're not human and that we're not going to do those things, but you have to kind of understand that you're engaging a Facebook audience. Those people are watching you. So if you want them to watch what you're doing, they're watching you on both sides. So if I'm posting a picture of me at Krispy Kreme every weekend, and then I'm posting a picture of me talking about how great my Slim is, what kind of message am I really sending to my audience? You know what I'm saying? So you can be very counterproductive, and it's very confusing for the audience if we don't keep our stuff in line. Now, you know, I would be totally fine to say, hey, look, we're having ice cream with the kids and I resisted it. Or I ate, half of this and normally I could have eaten like a whole large one and I ate half of a small, whatever. That still is a win. But, and we do see this a lot. Like, if y'all really think about it, how many people have you seen out there like posting with their large frappuccino or whatever? Okay, well, you just said that you didn't need all that stuff because you have energy replacement, and then here you are with Starbucks got this all and all kind of whipped cream and junk coming out of it. So it's just sending really mixed messages. And the third thing there being to promote positivity and inspiration. Honestly, like, I know, and I'm sure y'all do too, but like, I know people on my Facebook that I know are like negative almost all the time and everything that they post. So while they're still a Facebook friend of mine, I really don't put much thought into what they're posting. And most of the time I don't even read it, because after you've read stuff so much and you know that all they do is gripe and complain about everything, you kind of tune them out. So you don't want to be one of those people. Don't be that guy, you don't want to be one of those people that gets tuned out because of the negativity that's on the rest of your Facebook, So when you're making your post, just kind of be conscious of that. It doesn't mean that we're not human. Like I made a post today about hating laundry. Like, seriously, can I just throw all like everything just in the garbage and just go buy new clothes? Like, I'm done. I don't even want to. Like, we're beyond sock matching at this point. Let's just throw all the clothes in the trash and move on. That's not a hate post, really. It is if you're laundry, I guess. But we are human, and we're going to share things sometimes that are frustrating to us in life or whatever. I'm just going to say to try to be conscious of what you're posting, because if you are that negative Nancy out there, then you're going to get tuned out, and you don't want to be promoting something that makes you feel good and all this, and then turn around and be exactly what you're saying that it makes you not be. Does that make sense? So a couple of little things, if you're not aware of what Buffer is, Buffer is a great app that you can do. I believe you can do it from your phone. You can do it online, where you can actually go in and schedule your posts to go at the times that you want them to go. This was really a lifesaver for me when I was working full-time outside the home, because I would leave home, early in the morning. I was the leader over a whole team of people, so they weren't supposed to be on their phones during work hours. So it'd be real hard for me as their boss to be hanging out on Facebook doing my posts and stuff while, like, hey, you can't be on your phone, but give me just a second while I'm in my Facebook post, So I would schedule those to post, and they'll post for you. So if you don't know about Buffer, then get with somebody who can share with that about that with you. Get with your direct upline. If your direct upline doesn't know, then they can reach out to somebody for you. Another thing that's really key, if you have not done this, and even if you have done it, if it's been a while since you've done it, then post your why. And like, I'm about to do that probably when we get off this call, because I've already done the pic collage to go with it. Why do you flex this? Why is it important to you? What makes you keep going with it? And like, for me, going to field day today with my son, that's a huge emotional trigger for me, because on his field day of 2014, we had just started Plexus, and the room mom came up to me. If y'all have small kids, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about, the room mom. um, at field day, she came to me and she said, we're going to be doing this video for the last day of school. And I just want you to know that there's not hardly any pictures of Colin in it because he always hides his face. He won't let me take pictures. And like, I already knew how he was, but to have to hear that from somebody else really broke me. And, to kind of see where he was when we started this journey versus where he is now, that's huge for me. So it's always very emotional for me to have him at a field day because it's now a reminder of me of what has changed for us. And those are things that I'll share. That's my why. That is why I do this. It's totally changed my son's life. And if there was no financial gain from it, I would still do these products and I would still share them with other people because, you can't get any better than that. Like, there's no reward better than having your child back and connect with people on that level. I mean, everybody has started this journey for a different reason, whether, like we were on a call today, some started for weight loss. Like I started for Colin. Some started because they just needed some extra money. Whatever the purpose is that you started, and our whys change over time, and mine has, like, obviously now more so. I do this for financial reasons as well because this is my main source of income to support my family as a single mom. So it does change throughout time, and it's okay for you to say that. Like when I started this was my why, and now this is where I'm at. But share that with your Facebook audience, whatever means of social media that you're using. Make sure that you do share that with them. Kelly, did you have anything to add?
No, I don't think so. I do think the biggest thing, well, not the biggest thing, but a big thing you pointed out that I think we forget is engaging with those people. Like commenting on their kids' pictures, commenting on things, posting things that you think they'll engage with. Because the way it works is if you engage with them, then your stuff shows up. And if they engage with you, your stuff shows up. But if you don't engage with them at all and you only comment on Alicia's stuff and Christy's stuff and my stuff, then that's all you're going to see. So I forget that sometimes. That kind of needs to be in your daily method of operation, is to be posting or commenting and stuff on people's posts.
Yeah, definitely take a few minutes a day. Like if you're on Facebook and like you're going through and doing what you're doing, take a few minutes to go and like be intentional about looking at your non-Plexus friends Facebook and engaging with them on that. Does anybody else have anything that you'd like to add or questions, comments? Nobody? We're good? Okay, y'all. Well, I will stop the recording. And I'll post this. I know we have a lot of people that couldn't be on tonight for various reasons, so I'll get the recording posted as quick as I can so that y'all can share that with your team. And thank y'all for being on.